NLWN-TV now brings you the In the Dugout show. A look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, join us in the dugout.
Good evening and welcome to today's edition of In the Dugout. Rick Olson here in the NLWN-TV studios, and we're getting ready to bring you all of today's action as the Eau Claire Cavaliers step out of league play to take on the Hudson River Rats. The Cavaliers come into tonight's contest with an overall record of 6 wins and 5 losses. Meanwhile, the River Rats, well, they play in the St. Croix Valley Baseball League, and unfortunately, we do not have much information about them. Now, coming up in this edition of In the Dugout, we'll take a look at today's matchup between the Cavs and the River Rats, at least as best as we can, and then we'll get Cavalier manager Pete Bartingale's perspective on today's game in the Pete Bartingale Show. Following that, we'll take a quick look around the Chippewa River Baseball League to get some perspective on how things stand going into this weekend. Even though this is not a league game for the Cavaliers, it's a good idea to keep track of that. Also, we'll take a moment to get to know one of this season's Cavalier players in Cavalier Profile. Finally, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of today's game from Carson Park in Eau Claire. So it's time to get ready for some baseball action, and we'll do just that coming up right after this brief timeout. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. In a few minutes, the Eau Claire Cavaliers will try to get things going back on the right direction as they take on the Hudson River Rats. Now, last Wednesday, the Cavaliers took on the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks, where the Cavaliers were defeated 4-1 in a game that was a 1-1 tie going into the 8th inning. Now, in that game, the Cavaliers were led at the plate by Caden Erickson, who got on base all 3 times he came to the plate, going 2 for 3 and reaching once on an error. Erickson also scored the Cavaliers' lone run on a single by Josh Garcia in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Ground ball straight up the middle, and it gets through. Rounding third, coming toward the plate. Here comes the throw, and in safely is Caden Erickson. On the mound, the Cavaliers starter Ethan Kjellberg gave a stellar performance, going 6 innings, allowing only 1 run, which was not earned, scattering 8 hits, walking only 1 while striking out 4. Today, the Cavaliers take on the Hudson River Rats. These two teams last played back on June 28th of 2019, when the River Rats came out on top 7-2. This year's Cavaliers are a much different team from the team that lost to the Rats, with only Cole Timon, Ethan Kjellberg, and Ryan Vinny remaining on the Cavalier roster. The River Rats said that they emailed information to us, however, it never arrived at our end. So other than their roster and the fact that they play in the St. Croix Valley Baseball League, we don't have any information about the Rats. I guess we'll learn about them as the game unfolds. Now, coming into today's game, leading the way at the plate for the Cavaliers is Josh Garcia, who is hitting at a .429 clip. He's followed by Jackson Vance, who's batting .417, Caden Erickson at .357, and Campbell Kapanke at .333, round out the Cavaliers hitting over .300. Leading the way on the mound for the Cavs, among those pitchers who have at least 6 innings pitched, is Lucas Costley. Costley has a 1-1 record with a 0.44 ERA. He has a whip of 1.11 and an opponent's batting average of 136. He's followed by Austin Getch, who has a 3-0 record with an ERA of 3.95 and a whip of 1.46. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get manager Pete Bartingale's perspective as we chat with him on the Pete Bartingale Show. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Time now for the Pete Bartingale Show, where Cavalier manager Pete Bartingale gives us his perspective on today's game. And now, the Pete Bartingale Show.
Once again, we're talking with Cavalier manager Pete Bartingale. And Pete, as usual, before we get into tonight's game, we need to take a quick look back at Wednesday, where the Cavaliers suffered a tough loss to the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks by a score of 4-1. Your comments about that game?
Yeah, I thought it was a great game for a long time, kind of a pitcher's duel there, and we just unfortunately couldn't come up with some timely hits there. I can't think of the name of the guy that started there for Chippewa, but I thought he pitched a nice game for them and kept us off guard early.
Yeah, Burmeister.
Burmeister did a nice job. I think he went to Chi High, and then they brought in again, I'm going to say the same thing, the second guy, and I thought that we might catch up to him a little bit, and I thought we had some timely hits there. I think a big part of that game was when Timon was up at first and second, nobody out. We gambled and didn't bunt there in the sixth, and he hit a line drive there right at the center fielder. I think it was 2 inches either way. That's up the gap, and that's a base hit. And he's had some bad luck this year. He hits the ball hard a lot. But it's early in the season, it's just been right at people, but I think those are going to start to fall for him.
Let's hope so, because atom balls don't get you anywhere.
No, I know, and he's had some bad luck, and I sense he's getting a little frustrated. But those will start to fall through, and but we just didn't put enough hits together to get some runs, and one run just isn't going to do it.
Now, and you've got some hitters that are hitting for decent averages. You just can't put them together in clusters and score runs.
Yeah, Josh Garcia has really had a nice season for us. I've really been impressed with him. I think he's leading the Cavaliers in hitting. And Nix is hitting well, too. We stole him there late in the game. He got a really bad jump there. That was a big part of that game, too, because Caden Erickson got a hit the next pitch.
Right.
So if he makes it there, then he probably scores on that pitch or that hit.
It's exactly what we said during the game, that was a big out because that would have been a run.
Yeah, and we stole 2 bases before, so he just got a poor jump, and the message to him after that was just, if you get a bad jump, then just don't go. But he's played really well for us. We get O'Brien back tonight from Madison, so not sure if Vinny's going to play tonight. I think Vinny might take tonight off and play Sunday. But really, when I'm driving home, Rick, I don't feel that bad. I've been on teams where you drive home and you feel like this season isn't going to happen. I just feel like we just haven't put it all together in the first half of the season, but I feel confident that we're going to put it together here the second half.
Well, in just a few moments, you're going to face off against the Hudson River Rats, and as the Cavs step out of league play for an evening. Now, when a team has a non-league game like this, it's often used one of 2 different ways. It can either be an opportunity to allow some players who don't see regular action to get some playing time, or it can be a chance for a team to get things sharpened up in areas that need work. How do you see tonight's game for the Cavaliers?
Probably both, but the message was after a game against Chippewa was that we need to get things sharpened up. So I don't know if the lineup will change a lot, but I feel confident in all the players that we have. So if we do rotate, I don't feel we take a step down at all. If you notice, we are doing quite a bit of rotation, but you'll probably see that tonight. But I'm confident in all the players that we have. But to answer the question, it's both. I think we'll start Bryson Gash tonight from the Blue Golds. He hasn't had a lot of time on the mound, but I need to get him out there, and he needs an opportunity. He throws quite hard. I think he throws in the low 80s there, mid 80s, but at times he struggles with location a little bit. But he deserves an opportunity. He's been at mostly all of our games, and great kid, and hopefully he has it tonight.
Now, this season, you've mostly gone with a 10-man batting order. And while it keeps more players active in the game, it also takes longer each time through the lineup. And if you have a hitter with a hot hand on a particular day, he may come up less often, especially when you may need him. Have you given any thought about going back to the 9-man order?
Yeah, that's certainly something to think about for sure. But again, I don't see a lot of weakness in our lineup, Ricks, to be honest with you. So I'm confident in the 10 hitters that we put in there. It does keep another player involved, but yeah, it's something to think about for sure. But Right now, I think we'll stay with 10 hitters. I feel confident in the hitters that we have.
Yeah, it's just a matter of you got to have one or more than one or two get hot on a night, because all 10 of them have decent batting averages, at least for the most part, and they just can't cluster those hits.
If you track Tymon's is the way he's hit the whole year, I'd say the majority of his balls that he's gone out on have been hard line drives just right at somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So he's hitting the ball well. Kapanke, Cooper, and Campbell have hit the ball hard at times, just right at people. I mean, I think the one Cooper hit the other night in Chippewa, that you can't hit that any harder right at the right fielder. So.
Right.
Again, I think there's been a little bad luck, but I agree we can't keep saying that. But I think the balls are going to start to fall our way here a little bit more than they have in the past.
Well, odds-wise, percentage-wise, they ought to anyway.
Right.
Well, Pete, good luck on tonight's game. Hopefully the Cavaliers' bats can get moving back in the right direction.
All right. Thanks, Rick.
You've been tuned to the Pete Bartengale Show with Cavalier manager Pete Bartengale's outlook on today's game. Stay tuned. More of In the Dugout is coming right up on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to In the Dugout, as we're getting ready to bring you all the action of tonight's game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Hudson River Rats. Now, tonight's game for the Cavaliers is not a league game, but it's still a good idea to keep an eye on what's happening in the Chippewa River Baseball League. In league play on Wednesday, the Cavaliers took on the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks, where they were defeated 4-1. Also, the Beef River Bullfrogs tangled with the Cadott Red Sox, and the Bullfrogs came away with their first win of the season, 8-4. In addition, in a battle for first place in the CRBL, the Eau Claire Bears and the Osseo Merchants faced off. Once the dust cleared, the Merchants were back on top with an 8-0 victory. Coming into this weekend, the Chippewa River League standings are as follows. The Osseo Merchants have climbed back into first place by percentage points with a 6-1 record, while the Eau Claire Bears are right behind at 7-2 and only a half game out of first. In third place are the 5-1 Jim Falls Sturgeons. The Tilden Tigers hold down the fourth place position, only one game off the pace at 5-2. In fifth place are the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks, 2 games out, while the Eau Claire Rivermen at 2.5 games back are in sixth place. And after dropping their game on Wednesday, the Cavaliers have slipped to 7th place at 4-5, 3 games out of first, but only 2 games behind the final playoff spot. The Bloomer Woodticks are 4.5 games out, while the Beef River Bullfrogs have climbed out of the cellar and are 5.5 games back, and the Cadott Red Sox round out the standings 6 games back. On Sunday, in the CRBL, the Cavaliers will travel to Cadott to face the Red Sox in a doubleheader. The Eau Claire Rivermen will travel to Chippewa Falls for a twin bill with the Lumberjacks, while the Osseo Merchants will play 2 against the Jim Falls Sturgeons in Osseo. Finally, the Bloomer Woodticks will host the Tilden Tigers in a single game at Stuckert Field in Bloomer. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get to know one of this season's Eau Claire Cavalier players in Cavalier Profile. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive. There's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
Time now to get to know a Cavalier player on Cavalier Profile. We'll get to know a little better who plays on this year's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball team. And now, Cavalier Profile.
Today on Cavalier Profile, we're talking with Mitch Voller. And Mitch, can you fill us in on your role with the Cavaliers now that you're coming back for another season?
My role this year will likely be the same as last year. I'll be playing outfield. I've been playing center field so far, so look to see me there, and maybe a little bit of pitching too.
Now, when did you start playing baseball?
I've been playing baseball, unofficially probably since I was 2 or 3 in the backyard, and then ever since T-ball Little League when I was 5 or 6.
Nothing better than that backyard baseball, is there?
No, nothing.
All right.
Too many good memories.
Aside from the Cavaliers, what's the highest level of ball you've been playing?
Well, that would be high school baseball here in Eau Claire at Eau Claire Memorial.
Okay. Now, can you tell us about your most memorable experience? That can either be as a player or as a spectator.
Honestly, there's too many to count. I'd honestly say backyard baseball, just combine all those together.
Okay, all right. Now, how about filling us in a little bit about your family or friends that are going to be cheering for you at Cavs games?
Well, it'll be my mom and dad mostly. Tomorrow, my grandparents from Duluth will be there, and then maybe my brother once in a while.
Okay. I've got a few rapid-fire questions for you. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Pie.
Which kind?
Blueberry cream cheese from Quick Trip, Main Street.
Main Street blueberry cream cheese. Just talking about that with some friends the other day. The berry and various different kinds of berries and cream cheese pie that comes from Main Street. You can't beat it, can you?
No, they're delicious.
Now, your favorite color and why?
Green, because it's the color of the outfield.
There you go. There you go. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Telekinesis, because you can control things with your mind. I can hit home runs every time.
Hey, good idea. Okay. Now, of course, if you have a superpower, you have to have a superhero name to go with it. What would your superhero name be?
I'd have to leave that for the citizens to decide.
Oh, the good people of whatever town that you're saving that day.
Yes.
Okay. Your favorite Major League team?
The Brewers.
Okay, and was there a player that you kind of idolized and patterned your game after as you were growing up?
Ryan Braun sticks out just because he's been on the Brewers for so long, especially when I was first getting into baseball, so I'd have to go with him.
And as you were growing up, your favorite movie or TV show that you really enjoyed?
Star Wars.
Okay, the whole series?
Yeah, we'll just say the whole series.
We're talking with Mitch Voller on Cavalier Profile. And Mitch, when you're not playing baseball, where are we going to find you?
This summer, I'll hopefully be doing a lot of fishing, maybe some biking or out on the lake.
Okay. And when people watch Cavalier games, you mentioned you're mostly out there in the outfield. What number should they be looking for?
I am number 2.
Okay, and we've been talking with Mitch Voller today on Cavalier Profile. More in the dugout coming up right after.
This has been Cavalier Profile, where we get to know a little better who plays on the Cavalier baseball team. Stay tuned, more in the dugout coming right up.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Sladen's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Sladen's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Sladen's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Sladen's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Sladen's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Tonight, the Cavaliers look to get back on the right track as they take on the Hudson River Rats. Now, this game is a good opportunity for the Cavalier bats to get some extra repetition and for the pitching to get a few more innings to tune up before heading back into CRBL play on Sunday. Likewise, the River Rats are also looking to remain sharp before getting back into St. Croix Valley Baseball League play. So the stage is set for some exciting baseball action, and in just a moment, I'll be joining my colleague Dan Petchow, who's back from Wyoming, and he'll be at Carson Park in Eau Claire as we bring you all the action of today's game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Hudson River Rats. That's coming up next. You've been tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been watching the In the Dugout show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a presentation of NLWN-TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Eau Claire Cavalier baseball is on the air. The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV proudly brings you today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Join us as we follow the Cavs while they battle their way through the Chippewa River Baseball League.
Long fly ball by Pogo, and it's out of here! A 3-run shot by Anthony Pogodzinski.
And now, out to the ballpark for coverage of today's game.
Well, good evening, and welcome to Carson Park. Rick Olson here, along with Dan Petchow, who's doing double duty tonight because he's also on the camera tonight, and he's going to do a fabulous job on that. And Ann Monroe on the computer, and we're getting ready to bring you some Cavalier baseball as they take on the Hudson River Rats, other times more affectionately just called the Rats. Cavaliers come into tonight's game with a record of 6-5, and the River Rats come into the game with a record of, I believe he said 7-5. I had it written down on something, but I have no idea what I did with that. But anyway, that's the extent of the information we got from Hudson, aside from most of their roster, which they've also made some adjustments to. So there's turkey tracks all over my copy of the Hudson roster, but that's all right, because they can only put 9 out on the field at a time, so we ought to be able to figure out who's who and what's what. And so we'll do that. In fact, speaking of that, let me go through the starting lineups for tonight's game. For the Hudson River Rats, leading off, center fielder Nate Whitty. Batting second is the second baseman Will Gillick. Batting third is right fielder Hunter Fry. Batting fourth is the designated hitter Sam Glade. Batting fifth is the first baseman Owen Wedge. Batting sixth is the third baseman Owen Anderson. Then Luke LeMay is batting seventh, and he's the shortstop. Left fielder Tyler Mattern is batting eighth. Behind the plate, batting ninth, is Tyler Hove. And on the mound tonight for the Hudson River Rats is Logan Von Berg. For the Cavaliers, leading off, the designated hitter is Josh Garcia. Batting second, third baseman is Caden Erickson, moving him over to third base tonight. Batting third, right fielder Gabe O'Brien, fresh from the Junior College World Series. Batting fourth, the first baseman Cooper Kapanke. Batting fifth, left fielder Campbell Kapanke. Batting sixth is the catcher Cole Timon. The extra hitter is batting seventh, that's Anthony Pogodzinski. Batting 8th is the second baseman, Chase Yeager. Batting 9th is the center fielder, Xavier Bemninster. And the 10th hitter for the Cavaliers tonight, because they are batting 10, is shortstop Jackson Vance. On the mound for the Cavaliers is Bryson Gash. And I'm looking here, he has had one appearance. He's only thrown an inning and a third. He did give up a couple of earned runs in that inning and a third. And we're getting pretty close to being ready to start tonight's game. So I'll tell you what, we'll take a bit of a timeout and come back in time for the national anthem and so on. So you're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How is it? Is it good?
And we're back here at Carson Park. And as we're getting ready for tonight's game between the Cavaliers and the Hudson River Rats. Dan, you're back here for some baseball now after making that trip out to Wyoming.
You know,
how is the state of Wyoming?
Snowy.
What? You stop cussing in this press box. We don't allow that word here.
Yeah, on the next trip out, usually I do it, but we're a little busy. About 60 miles away from my sister's house is the Bighorn Mountains, and they just got 2 feet.
Oh my goodness.
And usually I go up and make a snowman.
Yes.
So, yeah, there was snow only
Especially if
60
you could do it
miles.
in July, so that it's like the old Shel Silverstein poem about the snowman in seeing July.
Yeah, so I had to come down to lower elevations to get a little warmth.
Okay. Okay, that is a nice drive out there, though.
Yeah, I-90 was perfect.
And you were camped at a campground I camped at many years ago, right on the Missouri River, right by Chamberlain, South Dakota.
Little snoring going in the camper, and it was pretty good.
Well, we're having the umpires meeting at the plate, going through the ground rules with both teams. Acting as the manager tonight is Hunter Fry for the River Rats. And of course, Pete Martingale for the Cavaliers. And they're just about done with the starting lineups for the River Rats. And then we'll send it over to Steve Kent, and we'll listen to his presentation of the Cavalier lineups.
The starting lineup for your Eau Claire Cavaliers. Kicking off, the designated hitter, number 3, Josh Garcia. Batting second, the third baseman, number 6, Caden Harrison. Hitting third, playing right field, number 47, Gabe O'Brien. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 7, Cooper Kapanki. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 27, Cam Kapanke. Hitting sixth, the catcher, number 19, Cole Timon. Hitting seventh, the extra hitter, number 44, Anthony Pogadzinski. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 22, Chase Yeager. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 4, Xavier Bemister. Hitting 10th, the shortstop, number 5, Jesse Banks. And pitching for the Cavaliers, number 15, Bryson Cash. The Cavs are coached by Pete Martindale, and he is assisted by Brian Meyer and Ryan Bemister. The officials for tonight's game: on the bases, Mr. Paul Osmond, and behind home plate, Sir Richard Smith. Now, would you please rise when you're able and remove your hats and honor America for the playing of our national anthem.
And that's the playing of our national anthem as we're getting ready for some baseball action. And start warming up on the mound is Bryson Gash, getting his first start of the season as a Cavalier. Pitching for UW-Eau Claire during the college season. Ironman Cole Timon behind the plate. He's caught every game so far for the Cavaliers. Taking a look at the Cavs defensively, around the infield at third is Erickson. Vance is at short. Second base is Yeager. Cooper Kapanke at first, Timon behind the plate. In the outfield, it's Campbell Kapanke, Bemminster, and O'Brien going from left to right. And as I mentioned, Bryson Gash on the mound. And I'm looking for my information on Bryson. He does not have a record yet. One appearance so far, as I said, 1.1 innings, or 1 1/3 innings, I should say. And he's given up 2 runs, both of which were earned. He's walked 5, struck out 2. Only had 4 official at-bats, but the opponent batting average is 0.00. He did have a wild pitch. And he has an earned run average of 13.5. He's hoping to make some major improvements on that. So, stepping up to the plate For the Hudson River Rats is center fielder Nate Whitty. Gash looks in. He works strictly from the stretch. And the first pitch of the game just misses outside for ball one. 7:07 is our starting time tonight. 76 degrees, mostly clear sky. Beautiful night for baseball. Next pitch is just inside, ball two to Nate Whitty. The 2-0 pitch, fouled straight back. That was right off in front of the press box. And again, it was out of sight. Dan, you're usually over on this side ready to make that catch.
That would have been mine right there.
It would have been. 2 balls and a strike to Nate Whitty. Gash at the belt and the pitch. Chopper foul down the third baseline. Counts even at 2-2. And the pitch is a little bit low, so the count goes full. Gash looking in, and the pitch. It's outside. Ball 4. Nate Whitty draws a walk to start things off. That's going to bring up Will Gillick. He's the second baseman. I don't know if he's related to the Gillick that used to play with the Cavaliers years ago, and we're talking a long time ago. And the pitch is high and inside, ball 1. I shouldn't have said it like that. It'll make Dad feel old. If they're related. And the pitch. High pop up. Timon being called off by Erickson, and he makes the catch. Caden Erickson making the catch.
Batting third for Hudson, number 4, the right fielder, Hunter Fry.
And Hunter Fry, the right fielder. By the way, I was talking about Cole Timon catching all the games so far this year. And the pitch is a long fly ball out into left field, but playable. Campbell Kapanke makes the catch for out number 2. They tag, and the runner moves on over to second base. So Fry flies to left. That brings up Sam Glade with Nate Whitty on second base. As I was talking about, Cole Timon catching every game so far this year. Today marks his 450th start for the Cavaliers. Here's the pitch. And that was outside. That didn't miss by very much. Dick Smith behind the plate. Calling balls and strikes. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Glade likes the high socks. And the pitch. That one caught the outside corner, strike 2. As does Nate Whitty out there on second base. Gash delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So for the Hudson River Rats, no runs, no hits, no Cavalier errors, and 1 left on base. We have no score as you're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I love the pizza we get when we go to Gino's Pizza.
That's because Gino's has been voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley 5 years in a row.
I think it's because Gino's uses the freshest ingredients, premium quality meats, cheeses, savory spices, and zesty toppings, and all served with attention to detail.
Now you're making me hungry. Let's head to Gino's Pizza.
Scott and the rest of the folks at Gino's Pizza would like to invite you to come out and try the area's best pizza. Call about Monday through Wednesday dine-in specials at 715-835-2000. That's Gino's Pizza at 5110 Fairview Drive, Eau Claire, right next to Chaos Water Park.
Hey, and don't forget, our Gino's player of the game today is Josh Garcia. So if you mention Josh Garcia's name tomorrow when you go out to Gino's, you'll get a free soft drink. And if he actually comes through with an extra base hit, wow, that turns into an appetizer. He's not hit a double yet, but he does have a triple this year, and he's batting .429. And he will be the leadoff hitter for the Cavaliers. Logan Von Berg on the mound. For the River Rats defensively, Owen Anderson at third, Luke LeMay at short, Will Gillick out at second base, Owen Wedge at first, Tyler Hove behind the plate. In the outfield, Tyler Mattern out in left, Nate Whitty in center, and Hunter Fry in right. And as I mentioned, Logan Von Berg is on the mound. And stepping up to the plate is our Gino's player of the game, Josh Garcia. He's also the designated hitter. And Von Berg looks in, and the pitch fouled back into the screen. Garcia up there swinging, which is something they didn't do a lot of in Wednesday's game up in Chippewa. Here's the pitch, grounded foul down the first baseline.
That ball brought to you by Madison Street Auto.
No balls, 2 strikes to Josh Garcia. Von Berg at the belt, and the pitch. And that one went right down the middle of Water Street, and Garcia looked at it. So he goes down looking for 1 out, brings up Caden Erickson, the third baseman.
Batting second for the Cavaliers, the third baseman, number 6, Caden Erickson.
Von Berg deals, and it's called strike over the inside corner. There's the pitch, outside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to Caden Erickson. And that was just a little bit low, ball 2. Erickson is 10 for 28 with 5 RBIs, a pair of doubles. Here's the pitch. That's inside, ball 3. This is a hitter's pitch for Caden Erickson coming up here. Let's see if Erickson can make him pay for it.
Von Berg at the belt. Here's the pitch. Foul back off the front of the grandstand.
Look out, Justin.
That foul ball is brought to you by Lake Valley Golf.
Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Caden Erickson. And the pitch. Check swing. Strike 3 called. That's going to bring up Gabe O'Brien. This is his first at-bat as a Cavalier this year. Finished his season with Madison College as they played in the Junior College World Series. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. Von Berg fires. That one caught the outer third of the plate. O'Brien, the lefty. Against right-handed Von Berg. Airs the pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. It's inside, ball 3. So O'Brien gets a hitter's pitch. Logan Von Berg delivers outside, ball 4. So Gabe O'Brien takes a base. With 2 down, brings up first baseman Cooper Kapanke. Cooper's batting .273.
Batting cleanup for the Cavaliers, the first baseman, number 7, Cooper Kapanke.
He's 6 for 22, 5 RBIs, pair of doubles. He's walked 4 times. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Press box is going to take a beating tonight, Dan.
Yeah, last week it was us. This week it's the other side.
What little breeze there is tonight is, I think, blowing in. And that one got Kapanke in the knee. So Cooper gets hit by the pitch. Moving Gabe O'Brien over to second base. And it brings up little brother Campbell Kapanke.
Batting fifth for the Oakland Cavaliers, left fielder, number 27, Cam Kapanke.
Campbell steps in, batting .333. He's 7 for 21 with a double and a homer. First pitch is high for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into center field. Coming over to make the catch is Nate Whitty. And the Cavaliers go down. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 were left on base. We've completed 1 inning, and we have no score from Carson Park on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
To get your lawn or garden to perform like you want, you first need to know about your soil. That's where Midwest Environmental Consultants can help. Their soil testing service can give you a complete rundown on your soil's nutrition and health. They test for nitrogen levels, phosphorus, potash, micronutrients, minerals, pH, and organic matter. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants put you in control of your soil's health. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. That's Midwest Environmental Consultants, soil testers for the Chippewa Valley.
And we're back here at Carson Park. And they're telling Steve Kent that when the pitcher's on the rubber, the music needs to stop. It has to do with when he's playing music here at the ballpark. They don't want to distract the concentration of the pitcher. So Bryson Gash in the first inning walked one and then got the next three down, striking out Sam Glade. So due up for the Hudson River Rats, we have Owen Wedge, Owen Anderson, and Luke LeMay.
At the top of the second for the River Rats, first baseman.
So up steps the first baseman, Owen Wedge. Wrong guy almost came up. Owen Anderson tried to step in, but that's the last thing they need is to bat out of order. First pitch is just inside. We have some action in the Cavalier bullpen. I think this might be a pitch by committee tonight. Second pitch is high for a ball. And I can't catch numbers. And the pitch is high for ball 3. 3-0. Austin Getch down there. And ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Owen Wedge. So that's going to bring up Owen Anderson, the third baseman. And pop foul out of play on the left side. The other one warming up down there in the bullpen is Ben Boda. There's the pitch, fouled straight back behind the press box. 0-2 is now the count to Owen Anderson. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. One down, runner on first. Brings up shortstop Luke LeMay.
Running 7 for the Hudson River Rats, the shortstop, number 6, Luke LeMay.
LeMay digs in. Gash looking in. And the pitch. That one painted the center stripe on Water Street. Strike 1. There's the pitch. That's a little bit inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. There's the pitch. That just missed outside. Timon did a nice job of knocking it down. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Counts even at 2-2. the pitch. Just inside. Count is full now. To Luke LeMay. And the pitch. A little bit low, ball 4. Second walk of the inning. Brings up Tyler Mattern, the left fielder.
Batting in for the River Rats, left fielder, number 17, Taylor Mattern.
And the ball gets passed, and both runners advance. That's Taylor Mattern, not Tyler. And a foul ball off to our right.
Foul ball brought to you by Madison Street Auto Body, located at 430 East Ninth Street in Oakland.
Ball and a strike. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. It's high, ball 2. And the pitch. It's outside. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Doesn't want to load up the bases. And the pitch. Foul back. Count goes full.
Ball brought to you by Lake Valley Golf, located 2196 110th Street, Chippewa Falls.
And the pitch is high for ball 4. So Gash has walked the bases full, and out comes manager Pete Barton-Gale. And let's see if they make a change here. Nope. They're going to leave him in. Bases loaded. 1 out. Bryson Gash has given up 4 walks already in an inning and a third.
Batting 9th for Hudson, the catcher, number 5, Tyler.
That's going to bring up catcher number 5, Tyler Hove. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second, picked up by Yeager, over to short, back to first, not in time. So a run does come in to score as he hit into the fielder's choice. It's an RBI fielder's choice. And it moves LeMay over to third. Or check that. 2 runs came in. Maybe not. No, that's right. LeMay was out at second. No, LeMay is on third. Let me get this right here. LeMay was on third. Mattern was out at second. And Hove is at first. We're at the top of the order. Line shot out into left center field for a base hit. And now the runner takes off for third, and they're not going to have a play. So, LeMay ends up scoring. Hove is on third, and Nate Whitty is the one who singled out into left center field. That's going to bring up Will Gillick. He fouled out his first time up. Runners at the corners. And that went off the bat. He ducked to get out of the way, and it went off the butt of the bat. And it's a foul ball.
You don't see that very often.
No, you don't. Gash with the pitch, and runner goes down to second. No throw by Timon. He faked the throw to see if he could get Hove to make a commitment, but he didn't. So Nate Woody on second, Hove on third. 2 down, 2 strikes is the count. And the pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Ball 1. Gash toes the rubber. And the pitch. Fly ball out into center field. Bemninster moves over, makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. But not without some damage being done. 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no Cavalier errors, and 2 were left on base. We've completed an inning and a half, and it's the Hudson Riverettes 2, Cavaliers nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
Take time tonight to visit the souvenir stand located on the third base side of the stadium. Purchasing Cavaliers merchandise is a great way to show support of the Cavaliers organization.
Back here at Carson Park, heading into the bottom of the 2nd inning. So far, the 2 runs, both those runs, given up by Bryson Gash, are also both earned runs. Logan Von Berg. He got through the 1st inning without giving up a hit. Struck out 2, walked 1, hit a batter, and then Campbell Kapanke flew out. Due up for the Cavaliers this inning is Cole Timon, Anthony Pogodzinski, and Chase Yeager. So Cole Timon stepping in. Timon batting .259. He's leading the Cavaliers in doubles with 4. He's also leading the Cavs in walks with 6. Von Berg looks in for the sign. And the pitch. Swing and fouled right back into the glove. One strike to Cole Timon. And the 0-1 pitch. Cole Timon a little slow getting up. Sometimes that foul ball can ricochet right back and get you. Especially if you foul it down into the black around the plate. That's a little bit of a bevel, and it kind of angles the ball right back at you. Timon making sure everything works. Steps back in. No balls, 2 strikes. That pitch is outside. One ball, 2 strikes. Von Berg fires. And it's a called 3rd strike. That is the 6th strikeout of the year for Timon. Brings up Anthony Pogazitsky, the extra hitter for the Cavaliers. And Pogo fouls it off the left side. Von Berg looks in. And the 0-1 pitch. And that's a little low for a ball. Tyler Hove tried to frame that one. Pull it back up into the strike zone. Didn't get it though. Check swing and he went around. For strike 2. It's pretty hard to pull it back when you've pretty much committed to swinging the bat. Von Berg looks in and the pitch. And it's low. Counts even at 2-2. And the pitch. Grounder over to first. Picked up there by Wedge. He runs over to first and takes it himself. So Pogo grounds out. Came into the game batting .250. It's going to bring up Chase Yeager. Yeager's batting .294. With 2 down. Yeager's got a double in that .294. There's the pitch. There's a shot down the left field line, but foul.
Ball brought to you by Madison Street Auto Body. Call 715-834-8431.
No balls and a strike, and the pitch. Strike 2 caught the inside corner. And the pitch. Outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 down. And the pitch. Outside. Ball 2. Counts all even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. 2-2 at the plate. Anytime you hold 5 deuces, there's something funny with the deck. And the pitch is outside and the count goes full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Chase Yeager at the plate. Logan Von Berg at the belt. And the pitch. Line shot foul down the third base line.
That ball brought to you by Lake Valley Golf. Call 715-861-5442 for tee time.
Bonberg looks in. And the payoff pitch. It's outside for ball 4. Chase Yeager draws the walk. That brings up Xavier Bemninster. Bemninster does not have a batting average yet. Well, he does, but it's 0-0-0.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 4, Xavier Bemninster.
He's 0 for 10. There's the pitch. Fouled back. Yeager takes his lead. Bonberg fires. It's inside. Throw down to first. Yeager back in. Tyler Ho firing it down to Owen Wedge at first. Chase Yeager got his uniform dirty. Here's the pitch. It's outside. A little high as well. 2 balls and a strike. To Xavier Bemninster. There's the pitch. That one was low. I thought that Dick Smith was going to ring him up the way he turned there, but no, it was low. So it's 3 balls and a strike. Here's a 3-1 pitch. It's inside, ball 4. Xavier Bemninster takes a walk. Brings up the number 10 hitter for the Cavaliers, Jackson Vance. This is a situation where Pete Bartingale is doing what they call the double leadoff, because the number 10 hitter is also one of the top hitters on the team. He's batting .417. He's 10 for 24. He's got a couple of doubles. Here's the pitch. That one was outside. 2 runners on for the Cavs, 2 down. Jackson Vance at the plate. There's the pitch. Chopper foul just off to our right.
Ball brought to you by NLWN-TV.
And the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Jackson Vance at the plate. Chase Yeager out at second. Ground ball down to third. Scooped up there by Owen Anderson, who steps on third for the put out there. So for the Cavaliers, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left on base. We've completed 2 innings, and it's the River Rats 2 and Cavaliers nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Heading into the top of the third inning. And we have the Hudson River Rats on top of the Cavaliers, 2-0. Bryson Gash still on the mound for the Cavaliers. Due up for the River Rats are Fry, Glade, and Wedge. Hunter Fry, the right fielder, flew out to left field his last time up. And here's the first pitch. It's high and inside for ball one. Well, that's a different Osprey coming over the ballpark. We usually have the wild ones, but this is an Osprey aircraft. And Dan's trying to get an image of it. Vertical takeoff aircraft. So that's a different kind of Osprey coming in. Count is 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch is outside for ball 3. Oh, Dan thought it was a drone,
Yeah,
huh?
when it was about a quarter mile away.
Ball 4 is the count.
That's
So
all.
Hunter Fry draws a walk.
That's an awfully big drone.
That's the 5th walk of the game. And that's going to be it for Bryson Gash. And we'll get the new pitcher all figured out and everything after this timeout. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
Meet the Scam, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
And the new rump on the bump for the Cavaliers is Austin Getch. The numbers for Bryson Gash, 2+ innings, gave up 2 runs, both were earned. He's also responsible for Hunter Fry over on first base. 1 hit, walked 5, struck out 2. We also have a new catcher in for the Cavaliers, Connor O'Reilly. Cole Timon probably still feeling a little bit of the ill effects of his last at bat. That's going to bring up Sam Glade. Here's the pitch. A looper out into right field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. O'Brien gets over there, can't make the play. Throw comes into third, but sliding in safely is Fry. And Glade is on with a single to right. That's going to bring up Owen Wedge. Wedge walked his first time up. Getch comes into this game with a 3.95 earned run average. He has a 3-0 record. He's pitched 13 2/3 innings. First pitch is a called strike over the outside corner. He's not overpowering, but he's got pretty good control. He's got breaking pitches that like to nibble on the corner. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called. That's a good example right there. And the pitch. Ground ball out to short. Picked up there, throw over to second for the out. And that's going to be a fielder's choice for Owen Wedge. And in to score is Hunter Fry. So now the numbers are complete for Bryson Gash. He allowed 3 runs, all 3 were earned. Glade was out at second. So there's 1 out. Owen Anderson at the plate, struck out his first time up. First pitch was a strike. Getch peeks over at first, and the pitch. It's high. 1 ball and 1 strike. High pop-up, foul territory on the right side. It falls into the River Rat bullpen area.
That ball brought to you by Play It Again Sports, open weekdays 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturdays 10 to 6 and Sunday 11 to 4.
Getch fires. Pop foul out of play on the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the pitch. Another foul off the right side out of play. Dan, they're aiming at my car again.
Last week everything was left. Tonight everything's right. I feel safe over here tonight.
And the pitch. Grounder foul down the third base line.
And what does he do? Hits it on the left side now.
Getch looks in and swing and a miss for strike 3. So Owen Anderson goes down swinging. That's going to bring up Luke LeMay. LeMay walked his first trip to the plate. And the first pitch is a called strike. Well, the scoreboard says 1-0. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play on the right side. Now they've got it right. It's 0-2 on the scoreboard. With 2 down. Luke LeMay at the plate. Getch fires. Liner out into left foul. Landed on the net on top of the batting cages. Count holds at 0-2. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. So, for the River Rats, they do pick up a run on a hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. We've completed 2.5, and now the River Rats lead 3-0 over the Cavaliers. And you're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Muldoon's Men's Wear, we're the well-dressed men of the Chippewa Valley shop. Whether you're looking for the big day you have coming up, or simply want to look great for a casual night out, Muldoon's is your stop. Let John or one of the other fine staff help you find just what you're looking for, and they'll make sure it looks great on you. What tops off the well-dressed man? One of Muldoon's well-made hats. Whether it's shirts, pants, suits, formal attire, or accessories, and did we say hats? Muldoon's has it for you. That's Muldoon's Men's Wear, 1506 South Hastings Way in Eau Claire.
Back here at Carson Park, Rick Olson along with Ann Monroe on the computer. Dan Petchow giving us a little bit of color commentary out there along with his outstanding camera work. Yeah, Dan, we're used to seeing ospreys fly by here, but usually it's the feathered winged type. It's not the vertical takeoff rotary type.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't try to land in that nest out there.
Yeah, good point, because he was quite a bit bigger than that nest.
Yeah, I wonder where the kids are.
Yeah, summer vacation. They're off on a trip somewhere.
Sure.
Due up for the Cavaliers in this half of the inning is back to the top of the order with Josh Garcia, Caden Erickson, and Gabe O'Brien. Yeah. And as Garcia steps up to the plate, I want to remind you that he is our Geno's Player of the Game. And again, that simply means you go out to Geno's tomorrow and mention Josh Garcia's name, and you get yourself a free soft drink, and he gets an extra base hit. You get yourself a free appetizer. Logan Von Berg on the mound. Fires and chop foul down the first baseline. Von Berg steps off the rubber. And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bomberg looks in. He's at the belt. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Josh Garcia goes down swinging this time instead of going down looking. That's the second time he struck out today. That brings up Caden Erickson, the third baseman. Now, Erickson's usually playing in the middle infield, either second or short, but they moved him over to third today. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Erickson went down looking in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike two. Wasn't really a wholehearted swing. I think Erickson got out in front of a changeup that time. Vonberg fires. Swing and a miss for strike three. Second strikeout of the night for Caden Erickson. Brings up Gabe O'Brien, and O'Brien drew a walk his last appearance.
Right fielder, Gabe O'Brien.
Here's the pitch. Chopper down the first baseline, scooped up there by Wedge, who beats him to the base for the 3 unassisted. So for the Cavaliers, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we've played 3 innings, and it's the River Rats 3, Cavaliers nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Royal Credit Union's low rates and flexible terms on auto loans can help keep your payments low. Get a great rate on your next car or truck purchase, or refinance an existing vehicle with an auto loan from Royal Credit Union. Royal also offers loans for buying or refinancing boats, UTVs, and other vehicles. Royal Credit Union wants to help keep your payments low. Check rates and apply for a Royal Credit Union vehicle loan online at rcu.org/autorate. Subject to credit approval.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are, they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Heading into the top of the 4th inning, leading off for the River Rats is left fielder Taylor Mattern. He walked his first time up. He'll be followed by Tyler Hove and Nate Whitty. Austin Getch on the mound, and his first pitch is a little low and inside, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. Getch has a sweeping curveball, and Mattern kind of took a wag at it and nothing there. Here's the pitch. And a strike called on the inside corner. Like I said, Getch isn't overly fast, but boy, he's got some nice control. Here's the wind and the pitch. High pop-up. Out in foul territory, giving chase is Cooper Kapanke, but he can't get there. Count remains 1-2. Somebody has an unhappy youngster somewhere around there, I'm hearing. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Mattern goes down swinging. That's the 3rd strikeout in a row for Getch. Brings up Tyler Hove. He hit into a fielder's choice. It was an RBI fielder's choice. Back in the 2nd inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. Line shot out into left field for a base hit. Hove stops at first. That takes us back to the top of the order. Nate Whitty. He's 1 for 1. He singled to center field his first, or not his first time up, his last time up. He also walked in his first appearance. There's the pitch. That was just a little bit, well, he says high. Okay. 1 ball, no strikes. Getch delivers, high pop up in the infield. Coming in is Vance, and he makes the catch. So a pop out to the shortstop. It's going to bring up Will Gillick. Gillick popped into foul territory to Erickson his first time up, and then flew out to center field his last time up. So he's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Vance at short. Throw over to first. Kapanke's got it, and 6-3 on the putout. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We've played 3.5, and it's the River Rats 3 and Cavaliers nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Let NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. Our next game will be on Sunday, June 12th, when the Cavaliers travel to Ca to take on the Ca Red Sox in a doubleheader. Same-day coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 7:30 p.m. That's live Cavalier baseball on Sunday, June 12th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
So for those of you that weren't quite sure, that doubleheader on Sunday is in Cadott. And we will have it. Unfortunately, we can't get a live signal out of where the ballpark is in Cadott. And so we will have a same-day rebroadcast starting at 7:30 on Sunday evening. We'll have both games, including our between-game entertainment, the whole bit. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Due up for the Cavaliers are Cooper Kapanke, Campbell Kapanke, and Connor O'Reilly. Cavaliers, no runs, no hits so far. I don't mind talking about a no-hitter when it's the other guys that have one going. Von Berg looks in for the sign. Delivers the pitch. Kapanke chops it foul over toward the River Rat dugout. Oh, 0-1 to Cooper. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Cooper was hit by a pitch his last time up. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the 6th strikeout for Von Berg. Brings up Campbell Kapanke, who flew out to center field. And the pitch. Missed low for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. Grounded right up the middle, through into center field, and Campbell Kapanke spoiled the no-hitter. Not that we were that far into it. with a base hit. That brings up Connor O'Reilly. Connor with the red, white, and blue socks. He wears them up high. There's the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Von Berg peeks over at first. And the pitch. Outside. Campbell Kapanke on first. O'Reilly comes into the game batting .222. And time called. He's 4 for 18. Scored 6 runs. He's got a couple of doubles. One ball and one strike, one out. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. And it was low. 2 balls and a strike. Von Berg looks over at first. Kapanke takes his lead. The pitch inside, ball 3. Connor O'Reilly looking for a good one here to try and get a hold of. And the 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. So that moves Campbell Kapanke over to second. And Connor O'Reilly on first brings up Anthony Pogodzinski, who grounded out to the first baseman his last time up. Von Berg looks at second and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pogo looking to tie the game on that one. He steps back in. Von Berg looks over at first. Now takes a look at second. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One out. Chase Yeager on deck. And the pitch. Grounder foul down the third base line. Count holds. No balls and 2 strikes to Pogo. Von Berg looks over at second. And the 0-2 pitch. High and away, ball 1. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 2. Counts all even now at 2-2. Pogo steps back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. 1 out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Grounded through the hole into left field. Runner comes around. Yeager's going to score. And Pogo comes through with an RBI single. Or check that was Campbell Kapanke that scored. Now Yeager's up. And Connor O'Reilly checked in over at second. And the pitch is high. O'Reilly at second. Pogo at first. Pitch is outside for ball 2 to Chase Yeager. Yeager walked his last time up. And the pitch is just inside. Bluff throw down to second. O'Reilly hustled back. Vonberg takes a look over at second. And the pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Vonberg pitches, swing and a miss. Count goes full. I think that time, Dan, he may have swung at ball 4.
Yeah, watch for the changeup now.
That was a pretty good chase pitch that time by Vonberg. And the pitch. Fly ball out into left field. It's playable. Mattern over makes the catch, and the runners return to their bases. So it brings up Xavier Bemninster. Bemninster still without a batting average, but he did get on base last time up. He drew a walk. Boy, he'd sure like to get hit number 1 of the season right about now, because a good base hit should score a run. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He was a little bit behind that fastball. Vonberg fires. It's high. Throw down to second. O'Reilly gets back in. O'Reilly takes another pretty good sized lead. Vonberg looks, and the pitch. That's high. 2 balls and a strike to Xavier Bemninster. And the pitch is inside, ball 3. Bemninster has picked up a couple of walks before tonight. 3 balls and a strike with 2 down. Runners take their leads. And the pitch. That one got Bemninster right in the wallet. So, that's the second batter that's been hit by the pitch. And it moves everybody over, and we're going to have a little conference at the mound right about now. Let's see if they make a change. Bases loaded with 2 down. Jackson Vance coming up. And Dick Smith coming out to hurry things along a little bit. Can't serve dinner while you're out there on the mound.
Yeah, long talk there.
They're going to leave Logan Vonberg in there. Vance grounded into a fielder's choice to the third baseman his last time up. There's the pitch. That pitch is inside. Ball 1. And the pitch. It's high for ball 2. Von Berg now struggling to find the plate. Wind in the pitch. High pop-up. It's in the infield. Gillett comes in, makes the catch, and that'll do it. So for the Cavaliers, in the 4th inning, they did pick up 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and 3 were left on base. After 4, it's the River Rats 3, Cavaliers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you've been admiring the freshly groomed look of a baseball field, or the stunning appearance of a golf course, remember you too can have a lawn with the same beauty by simply calling Midwest Environmental Consultants. Their professional lawn care experts can bring your lawn to its full beauty and appearance. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your lawn the showplace of the neighborhood.
So we're back here at Carson Park. Connor O'Reilly getting his gear on. As he was on third when Jackson Vance popped out. And so in the top of the 5th inning, due up for the Hudson River Rats, Hunter Fry, Sam Glade, and Owen Wedge. Fry steps up. He walked his last time up and scored a run. He's also flown out to left. There's the first pitch. Grounded right back out to short. Vance picks it up, throws over to first, and they get the put out. 6-3. That's going to bring up Sam Glade. He singled his last time up. He's also struck out once. Swing and a miss at a high pitch for strike 1. Swung at that big cantaloupe coming in. Austin Getch winding and firing. That just missed. Just a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's the pitch. High and away. 2 balls and a strike. That was a curveball that kind of got away from Getch. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ground ball into left field for a base hit. So Glade checks in at first. Brings up Owen Wedge. He grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up, but it did score a run. And he also walked and scored back in the 2nd inning. And the first pitch is high and away. One ball, no strikes. Glade on first, and the pitch. That's high, ball 2. And the pitch. Called strike at the letters. 2 balls and a strike to Owen Wedge. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right back up the middle to Jackson Vance. Flips to second, throw to first. And he didn't get the tag. So Vance flips to Yeager. Throw over to Kapanke was high, pulled Cooper Kapanke off the bag. It's going to go in the book as a fielder's choice.
Third baseman Owen Anderson.
So that brings up Owen Anderson. And the first pitch is a called strike over the inside corner. Anderson has struck out his other 2 appearances. 2 down. Runner on first. Fly ball out into right field. Back to make the catch is Gabe O'Brien. So for the Hudson River Rats, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We've played 4.5, and you're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
So we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Due up for the Cavaliers, Josh Garcia, our Geno's player of the game, as well as Caden Erickson and Gabe O'Brien. Both Garcia and Erickson have struck out their 2 previous times up. First time was looking, second time was swinging. So we're getting closer, right, Dan?
Yeah, I think they're starting to figure them out maybe a little bit.
It kind of looked like at that last inning for the Cavaliers that maybe they're starting to get Von Berg figured out. And he's back out on the mound for the 5th inning. So, our Geno's player of the game, Josh Garcia, leading things off. Again, remember, go out to Geno's tomorrow and mention Josh Garcia's name and get yourself a free soft drink. Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. Von Berg's pitch. Missed low. Ball 2. O'Brien looking for a hitter's pitch here. And the 2-0 pitch swung on and missed. It was foul tipped back into the glove. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Garcia steps back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Von Berg with the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball over to third. Mishandled there. Throw over to first. They throw it into the fence. And Garcia checks in at second. So I'd be curious to see how they score that. I think it's strictly an error on the third baseman, but it put him on second. Actually, it was probably 2 errors on the third baseman. That's going to bring up Caden Erickson. Yeah, sorry, folks, that does not count as an extra base hit because he got on 2 errors, so it hasn't turned into an appetizer yet. Ann's disappointed. She was hoping to go out to Gino's tomorrow and get a free app. She could just about taste it. Caden Erickson at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is inside. Garcia making a lot of movement out there on second, trying to get the attention of Von Berg. Garcia bouncing around, and we have time called. Erickson called for the time. He steps back in. Garcia with his lead at second, and the pitch. Called strike at the knees. 2 balls and a strike to Caden Erickson. And it's a soft liner to second, throw over to first for the out. Garcia gets over to third. So with Josh Garcia on third, Gabe O'Brien comes up. O'Brien has walked and grounded out to the third baseman unassisted. O'Brien on third, takes his lead. They're not really holding him. And the pitch is low for a ball. Gabe O'Brien at the plate. Josh Garcia out on first, or on third. That's a called strike over the outside corner. Von Berg has been struggling a little bit, finding the plate. Here's the pitch. It's inside. 2 balls and a strike. So I think what the Cavaliers are now thinking about doing as they come up is make sure he throws a strike before you swing the bat. There's the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. And the pitch. Chopper foul over by the River Rat dugout. Logan Von Berg is at the belt. The 2-2 pitch. It's outside, the count is full. Garcia takes his lead at third. Von Berg delivers, and it's outside, ball 4. So O'Brien draws the walk, puts runners on the corners, and up steps Cooper Kapanke. Cooper's 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Now we have some action going on down in the River Rat bullpen. Where's Cassie with her binoculars when we need her? And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Cooper Kapanke at the plate with one out. Runners on the corner. Garcia on third. O'Brien on first. There's the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. And a pop-up out into the outfield. Coming in is Whitty. Makes a catch. Trying to make the play at the plate. And they got him at the plate. So Garcia thrown out at the plate. As Kapanke tried to get the sacrifice fly. And so for the Cavaliers, no runs. No hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base. We have played 5, and it's the Hudson River Rats 3 and the Cavaliers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
For over 1/3 of its history, Eau Claire has been able to count on the Eau Claire Cavaliers for high-quality baseball excitement. Come be a part of Eau Claire's legacy with your hometown Eau Claire Cavaliers. Home games are at historic Carson Park. To plan your day of affordable family fun, check out the Cavaliers on Facebook. Or go to the Cavalier website at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
And we're back here at Carson Park, heading into the 6th inning. Austin Getch still on the mound for the Cavs. He came in relief in the 3rd inning with a runner on first and has been pretty effective since then. Stepping up to the plate, Luke LeMay for the Hudson River Rats. LeMay is 0 for 1. He struck out. He also walked and scored. Fly ball left field, foul. That had the distance to make a long run out of it. Landed out in the end zone of the football field. There's the pitch from Getch. Pop up out into right field. Cooper Kapanke gets back and makes the catch. So that's 1 down. That's going to bring up Taylor Mattern. And Taylor's 0 for 1, struck out. He also walked in the 2nd inning. Catch into the wind, and the pitch swung on and fouled back into the net. There's the wind and the pitch. Just inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Chopper foul down the 3rd base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Taylor Mattern. Getch winds. And the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball out into right field. Garcia, or check that's O'Brien, circling around, makes the catch for 2 outs. That's going to bring up Tyler Hove. Hove grounded into a fielder's choice with an RBI and then singled to left field his last time up. Here's the pitch. Foul back into the backstop. Warming up down in the bullpen as this one's fouled off on the right side is Will Gillick. Gillick currently playing second base for the River Rats. Getch with the wind and the fire. Swung on a miss for strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Austin Getch. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played 5.5, and it's the Hudson River Rats 3, Cavaliers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Ready for a better way to bank? Switch to Royal Credit Union. Royal Credit Union is a financial co-op, not a corporation, so we return earnings to our members. That means you get low or no fees for account services and better rates on deposits and loans. You'll also have all the digital tools you need at your fingertips, so managing your account is easy. Royal is ready to help you discover the credit union difference. Switch to Royal Credit Union today at rcu.org/difference. Insured by NCUA.
As we're heading into the bottom of the 6th inning, Cavaliers trailing 3-1 to the Hudson River Rats out of the St. Croix Valley Baseball League. This one's scheduled for 9. And stepping up to the plate for the Cavaliers is Campbell Kapanke. And Kapanke singled his last time up to center field. He also scored the lone Cavalier run. He also flew out to center field. So he's 1 for 2. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fly ball out into right field. Slicing over into foul territory. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Hunter Fry making the catch over in foul territory. That's going to bring up Connor O'Reilly. O'Reilly walked his first trip to the plate as he's in to replace Cole Timon. We're going to have to check on Timon to see what his status is. And the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Bonberg fires, high chopper to third, fielded there by Anderson, and he gets the throw over to first in time for the putout. Brings up Anthony Pogodzinski, who's 1 for 2 tonight. He grounded to the first baseman unassisted, and then his last time up he singled to left, which is kind of opposite of what Pogo usually does. He usually pulls it to the right side. There's the pitch, swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. And pitch is swung on a miss for strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch. Chopper foul down the third base line. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Pogo at the plate. Cavs down by 2. Here's the pitch. Chopper out into right field for a base hit, and Pogo's going to check in at first base. That's his second hit of the game. And that'll bring up Chase Yeager. Yeager's 0 for 1. Flew out to left his last time up. He's also drawn a walk. And the first pitch to Yeager gets away from Hove, but not enough that Pogo can go anywhere. Pogo takes his lead. Bonberg at the belt. And the pitch. Called strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chase Yeager. And the 1-1 pitch. It's high for ball 2. Boy, it's a beautiful night tonight for baseball. Clear skies, or mostly clear skies. The pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. Evens the count up at 2-2. We've had this situation before with that funky deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, and 2-2 at the plate. So we've got 5. Must be a wild card out there. Pogo goes. No, he doesn't. Bluff going to second. He'll be going this time because the pitch was outside for ball 3. Full count. Traveling time for Pogo. Bonberg delivers. Pogo's off. Pitch is in the dirt, and down to first goes Yeager. Second walk of the night that Yeager has drawn, and it's going to bring up Xavier Bemninster, but we're going to have a conference out at the mound. We're also getting a pinch runner in for Pogo, and Jaden Nix is in for Pogo. And we do have a pitcher change happening, so we'll give you all that information right after this timeout. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
New pitcher on the mound for the Rivermen is Jake Busson. Yes, for the River Rats. Boy, we've had Rivermen, Lumberjacks, River Rats. First pitch was a called strike to Bemdinster. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Bemdinster walked, and then he was hit by the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runners on. And the pitch is a called strike over the outside corner. Jaden Nix running for Pogo out at second. And Chase Yeager on first. The pitch to Bemdinster. It's inside. Counts even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And he missed. So it's traveling time here because it's full count. 2 down. Nix with good speed on second. Yeager on first. Bemdinster digs in. Here's the pitch. Runners are off. Foul back into the screen. And both runners throw their head back like, oh, man. So they have to go back and do it all over again. Hey, numbers are in on Logan Von Berg, 5 2/3 innings. So far, he's given up 1 run. It was earned. 3 hits, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. Here's the payoff pitch. And it's outside. So Xavier Bemdinster draws the walk. It's going to bring up Jackson Vance with the bases loaded. Vance is 0 for 2, grounded into a fielder's choice and popped out to the second baseman. So Nix on third. Yeager on second. Bemdinster on first. First pitch is out in the dirt, back to the screen. Nix comes in to score on the wild pitch. And both the other runners advance, so now we have Yeager on third and Bemdinster on second. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. It's high and away, ball 2. Busson fires, and that one's high and away, ball 3. Jake Busson. Here's the pitch. It's outside, ball 4. So the bases are loaded. And Josh Garcia, our Geno's player of the game. Ducks are on the pond. You mentioned Josh's name out at Geno's tomorrow. You get a free soft drink. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. You know, Dan, is this one of those situations where you think the bat stays on your shoulder till he shows he can throw a strike?
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit right now.
And it walks a run. Pitch is inside, ball 2.
He wants the corners, and Ump is not giving it to him.
Jake Bussin on the mound. Here's the pitch. Foul back into the screen. We have some more activity heading down into the bullpen for the River Rats. Sam Glade. There's a chopper out towards second. Scooped, throw over to first, and they get the put out. So, Garcia grounds to second to end the inning, but the Cavaliers pick up another run. And on one hit, there were no errors, and 3 left on base. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I love the pizza we get when we go to Gino's Pizza.
That's because Gino's has been voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley 5 years in a row.
I think it's because Gino's uses the freshest ingredients, premium quality meats, cheeses, savory spices, and zesty toppings, and all served with attention to detail.
Now you're making me hungry. Let's head to Gino's Pizza.
Scott and the rest of the folks at Gino's Pizza would like to invite you to come out and try the area's best pizza. Call about Monday through Wednesday dine-in specials at 715-835-2000. That's Gino's Pizza at 5110 Fairview Drive, Eau Claire, right next to Chaos Water Park.
And again, don't forget about the Gino's player of the game, Josh Garcia. Just grounded out to second to end the inning. He may still have another at-bat coming. If the Cavaliers are going to win, I hope he should have another at-bat coming. And if you stop out at Gino's tomorrow and mention Josh Garcia's name, you get yourself a free soft drink. If he manages to get an extra base hit, if he manages to get an extra base hit, you'll get yourself an appetizer as well. We do have more action going on down in the River Rat bullpen. And that's Sam Glade down there. As the River Rats come to the plate, Nate Whitty. And Whitty is 1 for 2. He's singled, popped to short, and has also drawn a walk. First pitch is outside for a ball. Austin Getch still on the mound for the Cavs. There's the wind and the pitch. That just missed a little low because it caught the outer third of the plate. Connor O'Reilly behind the plate for the Cavaliers. Here's the pitch. High pop up to foul territory. Kapanke ranging over. Makes the catch for the first out. That's going to bring up Will Gillick, second baseman. Gillick is 0 for 3. Fouled out to third, flew out to center, and grounded to short. There's the wind and the pitch. That was inside, polished his belt buckle. No damage done other than making him a little nervous when he stands in there. 1 ball, no strikes. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Counts even at 1-1. There's the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Missed that one a little high. 2 balls and a strike. There's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. He's got that 12-6 curveball working for him today. It's just dropping straight down. And the hitters are all around it, but not making contact. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. There's a shot out into center field for a base hit. So Gillick singles to center, and that's going to bring up Hunter Fry. Fry is 0 for 2, flew out to left, grounded to short. He did walk and scored a run. And a high pop-up foul territory. Kapanke ranging over. He tried to get it before it hit the top of the dugout. He's long enough, he almost made it. He almost fell in the dugout at the same time. No balls and a strike. To Hunter Fry. There's the pitch. It's high and away, ball 1. Getch at the belt, and the pitch is outside for ball 2. Getch looks in, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, runner on first. 3-2, Hudson River Rats leading over the Cavaliers. We're in the top of the 7th inning. There's the pitch. High pop-up. Cooper Kapanke ranges into foul territory, makes the catch for out number 2. That's going to bring up Sam Glade. Check that. We have Jake Busson. And it is Jake Glade coming in to hit for, or Jake Busson. In for Sam Glade. And the pitch is outside. Counts even at 1-1. Busson is the pitcher, so by coming in and hitting, they give up the designated hitter. High pop-up. Coming in, making the catch. No, he doesn't make the catch. Was Connor O'Reilly. That's going to be an E2 on Connor. So the count remains 1-2 to Jake Busson. There's the pitch. Fly ball out into center field. Ranging back is Bemninster. He's under it, makes the catch. So, for the River Rats, no runs, 1 hit. There was 1 Cavalier error and 1 left on base. It's time for baseball's national anthem. Take Me Out to the Ball Game, going to be played here at the ballpark, I think. And then we'll have the bottom of the 7th as you're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Travel to Webcasting, Minnesota on Friday, June 17th for a 7:30 p.m. game with the Cardinals. Cavaliers match play at home in Carson Park on Wednesday, June 27th. Where they will host the Newbury Local Rock 2017.
Okay, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the River Rats. And on the mound now is Will Gillick. And Dan, can you see who's over there at second base? And if you say who's on first, I'll clobber you one. Caden Erickson at the plate for the Cavaliers. First pitch was in the dirt. He's 0 for 3. So Busson moved over to second base. Gillick and Busson just switched positions. There's the pitch. It's outside. 2 balls and a strike to Caden Erickson. Erickson gets a hold of one, sends it out into left field, but it's playable. And over to make the out is Merton or something like Mattern. So that brings up Gabe O'Brien. O'Brien is 0 for 1 and has walked twice. And the first pitch is a ball. And the pitch, that's a called strike over the outside corner. One ball, one strike, and the pitch swung on a missed. And here's the 1-2 pitch. That's high. Counts even at 2-2 to Gabe O'Brien. He's drawn 2 walks tonight. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's inside. Count is full now to O'Brien. The wind and the payoff pitch. It's outside. Well, O'Brien still is 0 for 1 for the night, but he's been on base 3 times. That's got to count for something. Brings up Cooper Kapanke. Kapanke is 0 for 2. Struck out, flew out to center field, and was hit by the pitch. There's the pitch. Fouled back toward the press box, out of play. Jillick looks in for the sign, takes a peek over at first. And the pitch. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. O'Brien takes his lead at first. Jillick at the belt, takes a look over to first. And the 1-1 pitch, it's outside, ball 2. It was a nice stop that time by Hove. Otherwise, O'Brien would be on second. 2 balls and a strike to Cooper Kapanke. Here's the pitch. High pop foul. That's going to be out of play. Into the bleachers it goes. And the swarm of youngsters go chasing after it. Two balls, 2 strikes. Jillick looks in. Peek over at first. And the 2-2 pitch. Liner, fair ball down the third baseline. It's going to go down into the corner. And they're going to hold him? No, they're going to hold Garcia third. Garcia, I think, assumed he was getting hold, and Coach Bemdenster is saying, man, I was waving you around, and Garcia let up. Kapanke checks into second with a double. And that brings up Campbell Kapanke. Cavaliers with 1 out have runners at second and third. And the pitch shot out into right center field is going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run is in. Second run coming in, and he's safe. As Campbell checks in at second. He gets 2 RBIs. With O'Brien scoring and Cooper Kapanke scoring. That's going to bring up Connor O'Reilly as the Cavaliers take the lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. You look at the belt and the pitch. It gets back to the back to the backstop and rounding third, thinking about it, and then heading back to third is Campbell Kapanke. So Campbell Kapanke on third, 1 out. 2-0's the count to Connor O'Reilly, and the pitch. Grounder over to third, scooped, throw over to first, and they got him. So Connor O'Reilly grounds out. Third to first, but he does pick up the RBI. So the bases are now empty with Pogo coming up with 2 outs. But more importantly, the Cavaliers have put a crooked number up. Pogo grounds it over to first. Picked up there by Wedge, and he steps on first. And Pogo grounds out to first base unassisted. But the Cavaliers pick up 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. We've completed 7 innings, and it's the Cavaliers 5 and the River Rats 3. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. Our next game will be on Sunday, June 12th, when the Cavaliers travel to Ca to take on the Ca Red Sox in a doubleheader. Same-day coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 7:30 p.m. That's live Cavalier baseball on Sunday, June 12th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
All right, we're back here at Carson Park. Cavaliers have moved into the lead going into the 8th inning, and Dan's comment was simple but accurate. What'd you say, Dan?
Yeah, we got a game now.
We do.
Looks like Austin's going to stay on the mound yet.
Yes, there he is. Austin Getch looking to pick up the win. If he can. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Hudson River Rats is Owen Wedge. Wedge is 0 for 2, grounded into fielder's choice both times. He's also drawn a walk and scored a run. One of those fielder's choices was an RBI fielder's choice. Pitch is just outside for a ball. Again, Connor O'Reilly behind the plate for the Cavaliers. And a fly out into center field. Bemninster on his horse, getting back, makes the catch. Xavier Bemninster showing his range out there in center field. Makes the catch, brings up Owen Anderson, who's 0 for 3, struck out twice, and flew out to right. You know, with O'Reilly behind the plate, Cole Timon's going to probably blame me because I made the comment about how he's an Iron Man and has caught every game, and this was his 450th start. And what was it, the second inning? Third inning. Well, no, it was in the first inning where he took one off the plate. Check swing grounder back to the pitcher. I think when he did the check swing, I think it actually went off the butt of the bat and went out to Austin Getch at first, who made the throw over to who made the throw to first. That's going to bring up Luke LeMay. And LeMay is 0 for 2, struck out. Popped out to Cooper Kapanke over at first. He also walked and scored a run. Here's the wind and the pitch. Foul back into the screen. You don't see that very often, Dan, with it being hit off the butt of the bat, and that's the second time we've seen it tonight. There's the wind and the pitch. Fouled back again. No balls and 2 strikes.
Costley down there shagging balls. Showing his speed.
Lucas Costley all over the place doing things. Here's the wind and the pitch. Line shot, that's out into left center field. Is going to find the gap, get out to the warning track. Rounding first, heading into second, and having some trouble picking it up. And he's going to check in at third. So Luke LeMay with a triple. With 2 down. People are offering LeMay water. I think an oxygen bottle came out somewhere. He was out of gas when he got to third. First pitch is high and away. This is to Taylor Mattern. Mattern is 0 for 2. Walked, struck out. Hits a fly ball to center field. Bemninster ranging underneath, makes a catch. And the inning is over. So, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We did have that triple, but nothing accounted from it. So we've played 7.5, and it's the Cavaliers 5 and the Hudson River Rats 3. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
New pitcher on the mound for the River Rats. It's Hunter Fry. And let's see here. Where did Gillick end up going? And who's out in right field? So let's see, we're looking for number 27 and 16. I think that Bussin out in right field, I think Gillick probably went back to second. And the first pitch is a called strike. Chase Yeager at the plate, walked his last time up. And another called strike. And the pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the wind and the pitch. Foul back over the grandstand off the right. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the wind and the pitch. Another foul back on the right side. And the count still holds at 1-2. And the wind and the pitch. That one's high, counts even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 22 at the plate. Nobody out. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing, foul tip back into the net. And the count holds. Hunter Fry looking in for the sign. He's into the wind and the pitch. And it's ball 3. Chase Yeager battling at the plate. Payoff pitch. Fly ball, foul territory on the right side. Back to make the catch is Owen Wedge for the out. So, 1 out. That's going to bring up Xavier Bemninster, who has not had an official trip to the plate yet. He's walked twice. There's an official trip to the plate. A soft liner, throw over to first, and they got him. I was going to say Bimminster did get on base the other 3 times he was up. 2 walks and hit by the pitch once, and then he grounds softly to short. Jackson Vance coming up. He's 0 for 2, grounded into a fielder's choice and popped out to the second baseman. He also drew a walk. Pitch is outside for a ball. There's the wind in the pitch. High pop foul, straight back. Right off the roof above us.
I think I flinched.
You flinched? And a chopper foul at the plate to Jackson Vance. Nobody on, 2 down. Cavs wouldn't mind getting an insurance run or 2. There's the wind, and the 1-2 pitch swung on a miss. It's dropped, and Jackson Vance says, no, you're not going to get me, and then he gets called for running out of the baseline. So, Vance goes down. And for the Cavaliers, 3 up, 3 down, nothing across, and the score after 8 innings, it's the Cavaliers 5 and the River Rats 3. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
Well, we head to the 9th, Dan. Cavs up by 2. Can they hang in there?
Getch seems to have a little gas in the tank yet. If they can just play some defense.
There is some action going on down in the bullpen for the River Rats. But if the Cavaliers can take care of business in the top half of the inning, they don't have to worry about whoever that is in the bullpen. So coming up, Tyler Hove. Hove is 1 for 3. He singled to left, grounded into a fielder's choice and struck out. There's the wind and the pitch. Inside, ball 1. There's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. Foul back. Counts even at 1-1. There's the wind and the 1-1 pitch. High pop-up. Moving in and making the catch is Chase Yeager for out number 1. So popping out.
Yeah, we just lost audio. Check 1, 2.
And that's going to bring up Whitty.
It must be me.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. It's called strike at the knees. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. We're in the top of the 9th. Cavaliers on top. 5-3. Austin Getch looking to pick up his 4th win of the season. Here's a ground ball over to second, picked up by Yeager, throw over to first in time. So that leaves it all up to Will Gillick. Gillick is 1 for 4 tonight. He singled to center field. He's fouled out and flew out and grounded out. So he's gotten out just about in every way except striking out. Maybe he'll oblige us with that one. Here's the pitch. Called strike over the inside corner. That's kind of like the reverse of hitting for the cycle, isn't it?
Right.
Getch winds and fires. Check swing ball. One ball, 1 strike to Will Gillick. Here's the pitch. That was a little bit low. Ball 2. And the pitch is a called strike over the outside corner. And the pitch is low, so now the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's the pitch. Chopper over to third, picked up by Erickson, fire to first, in time, and that'll do it. A nice scoop and throw by Caden Erickson. So, for the River Rats, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Final score, Cavaliers 5 and the River Rats 3. Winning pitcher tonight is Austin Getch. He gets his 4th win of the season. Losing pitcher will be Jake Busson. We'll have more information when we come back after this timeout with Talkin' Baseball. You've been tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been watching NLWN-TV's presentation of Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball, with a look back at today's game.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Time now for Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, back out to the ballpark.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. He did double duty tonight, a little bit of color commentary along with running the camera for us. Great work, Dan. What was it we said? You were our extra everything, right?
I'm the EH of the team.
Right, okay. And Ann Monroe on the computer, switching things around for us. Sometimes when she wants to and sometimes when she doesn't. And, hey, Cavaliers come away with a win tonight. That was a much-needed win. 5 runs on 5 hits. Cavaliers committed no errors. And the River Rats picked up 3 runs on 6 hits, and they committed 1 error. Winning pitcher tonight, Austin Getch, as I mentioned before. He picked up his 4th win of the season, and Jake Busson was charged with the loss. Getch tonight threw 7 innings, very effective pitching. Gave up no runs, so obviously no earned runs. He scattered 5 hits through those 7 innings and struck out 4, did not walk anybody. So a nice pitching performance by Austin Getch, who just keeps coming through with good, solid pitching performances, Dan.
Yeah, another good outing for Austin. I've seen him pitch quite a few games, and he's pretty solid every week, or every time he pitches.
He keeps it under control, finds the plate, lets his defense do its work. He's not a strikeout king. He's not a speed demon. Those pitches are not coming in there fast, but he's got really good control, and he makes it work. So Cavaliers have upped their record now to overall on the season 7 wins and 5 losses. And the River Rats, I believe, are 7-6 on this season. I think that's what they were telling us, that they were 7-5 coming into the game. We're going to get manager Pete Bartingale up here fairly shortly to talk with us about this one, and there are some good things to talk about. I'll tell you what, one of the frustrating things is that Cavaliers came away with 5 runs, but they still only picked up 5 hits. The bats have not really fully woken up, and so we're going to have to talk about that a little bit, find out what kind of shape Cole Tyman's in, and we'll do all that when he gets up here. We'll take a bit of a timeout while we wait for manager Pete Bartingale to get up here. You're tuned to Talkin' Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are, they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And we're back here at Carson Park. Manager Pete Bartingale trying to catch his breath after making the dash up the steps here. And we'll get him all configured in with his headset on and everything. And hey, 5-3, the good guys win.
Yeah, that was a nice comeback win, and give Austin Getch a lot of credit coming in and pitching a winless game. He's done that all year for us.
He really has. Tonight, I don't know if you've looked at the numbers yet, but Getch went 7 innings, did not allow any runs, no earned runs. Obviously, if you don't allow any, they can't be earned. He scattered 5 hits, struck out 4, and did not walk anybody. Let his defense play behind him.
Yep.
And we were talking during the game that he doesn't have overpowering stuff, but he's right there around the plate.
Yeah, I think he's around the plate, and I think he keeps batters off guard. And I think his ball tails and moves a little bit.
You can see it from up here. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like I said, there's a reason North pitched him on their state championship team a couple years ago for a reason Bob Johnson did. So, and I think we need to start doing more of the same.
Well, with the results, he's 4-0 now on the season with his win-loss record, and so, yeah, absolutely. I think you might have found a rising ace.
He didn't pitch a whole lot, I think, last year for you guys. So
no,
I think his arm should be ready and not overworked. And you know, I thought Gash gave us a little spark. He's got really good stuff. It just has to work on.
He was not finding the plate tonight.
No, and that's been an ongoing issue. But I still want to give him some opportunities, and I think he gets a little nervous out there. But gosh, he has really good stuff, and we just have to keep working on it because you know, he's going back to the Blue Goals this fall. So,
and there's. He's one of those guys that he's going to find a game somewhere along here. Something's going to happen early in the game, and he's going to get some confidence, or the hitters are going to come up and explode for runs in the first inning or something, and he's going to go out there and not feel any pressure and just have a great game, and that'll be the start of good stuff.
Yeah, we needed someone to throw tonight, and I told him early, Wednesday, he was going to throw tonight, and he had to start, so. I think he's having some arm issues a little bit, but at least he gave us a couple and helped Getch out a little bit.
Well, and then Austin came in and 7 innings that were just priceless. Those were really good. You've had 2 really outstanding pitching performances in the last 2 games, and you know you end up winning one, you lose one. But Ethan Kelberg pitched a heck of a game up in Chippewa Falls, and then Austin Getch here tonight. So tell me a little bit, Cavaliers did get 5 runs, but only collected 5 hits.
Yeah, it's going to be a work in progress, I think, for us because we need more hits. We seem to start out a little slow at times, but I think as more of our hitters get more reps, they're going to be better. But we challenge the guys for Sunday, and we can't have a hangover Sunday morning. We seem to come out a little slow sometimes on Sunday. I didn't mean that what people are thinking I meant, but just
yeah, because they didn't invite us.
No, right. No, just kind of the Sunday morning blues. I think we have sometimes when we get off to a slow start. We can't do that. We have good enough hitters that we have to come out and go after Cadet on Sunday because we need 2 on Sunday to stay in that top 4 race.
Yeah, you absolutely do. What's the condition of Cole Timon?
Well, it didn't look too great there. He looked like he had some swelling there, so we'll play that day by day. But I thought Connor O'Reilly pitched well.
Or caught well, yeah.
Did I say caught?
You said pitched.
Oh, pitch, I'm sorry. He caught well. And we also have Hunter Ginther there that caught a lot in high school that can start catching for us. He's a really good catcher. So if Timon can't go Sunday, that would be unfortunate, but we certainly have backups.
It's probably my fault because I had just got done saying that Cole Timon was kind of the Iron Man of the roster, had caught every game so far this year. In fact, today, I don't know if you were aware of this, but today was his 450th start as a Cavalier.
Yeah, I was aware of it, and I saw that on Twitter, and that's very impressive. He's put in a lot of time, and he's a leader on this team, and needs to continue to be a leader, and we just need to get some of his line drives to fall. He hits a lot of line drives, but just like right at people this year. But they'll start to fall second half of the season.
Hey, and the good news is the guys picked up 5 runs. They did it in a come-from-behind manner, too. And they did it in the inning where they took the lead. They did it hitting the ball. It wasn't weird stuff that caused it to happen. They did it hitting the ball.
Yeah, Campbell Kabanke, I thought, had a big hit there for us, and he's been hitting the ball hard all year. And once he gets into his flow a little bit, he didn't get a ton of at-bats at Oshkosh, but once
Campbell couldn't very well let his brother hit a double and not have him come up and hit one right after him.
I was going to send O'Brien on that one, but O'Brien stopped himself.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, that he slowed down and your arm was just a cranking, like get going. And
well, yeah, the left fielder kept bobbling it, but their outfielders had really great arms, as you can tell.
I could tell, yes.
They threw out Garcia there from mid-center
field. And that takes
there.
a pretty good throw because Garcia's got good speed, and that ball was there in plenty of time.
Yeah, Garcia thought he got a hand in there, but I couldn't tell from my angle.
Yeah, it didn't look like it from up here.
Right. I thought you're a Cavaliers fan, Rick.
I am, but hey, I call them like I see them.
Yeah.
I am wearing a blue shirt, so it's
No, I maybe shouldn't have sent him, but keeping in mind that he's our fastest runner that we have, I thought it was worth the shot. But I think that center fielder plays for the Blue Golds, and that was a whale of a throw by him.
Yeah, and so, well, 5-3 moves your record up to 7-5 on the season.
Yep.
And doubleheader against Cadott coming up.
Let's get 2 on Sunday and go from there.
Hey, it's a nice day. Let's play 2.
All right, thanks.
So, all right, thank you. And we'll have more Talkin' Baseball right after this timeout. You're tuned to Talkin' Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Cavaliers come away with a 5-3 win over the Hudson River Rats. Hey, want to remind you that the next Cavalier game is on Sunday. And you can join us here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN-TV as the Cavaliers travel over to Cadott to take on the Cadott Red Sox in a doubleheader from Cadott High School. Now, we have same-day coverage of that one because we can't get a signal out of where the field is in Cadott. It's kind of down in a hole there, and we can't get a signal with enough bandwidth to be able to broadcast from. But we will have same-day coverage, and it will begin at 7:30 with the In the Dugout show on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. The Cavaliers also want to remind veterans of the United States military that they can get a lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games simply by coming to Carson Park with your veterans identification, and the Cavaliers will be happy to issue you your lifetime pass. It's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service. Don't forget today's Geno's player of the game was Josh Garcia. And Garcia did not get an extra base hit, no matter how much begging that Ann did when he got that two-base error. That doesn't count as an extra base hit. So, but he was the Geno's player of the game. So that means when you stop out at Geno's tomorrow and you use Josh Garcia's name, you'll get yourself a free soft drink. And tune in on Sunday because we will have another Geno's player of the game. Hey, today's Cavalier baseball game is brought to you by Geno's Pizza, right next to Action City, and voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley 5 years in a row. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for the Chippewa Valley. Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Callista Salon on Water Street in Eau Claire. Call 715-864-5332 for a reservation. Muldoon's Menswear on Hastings Way, where the well-dressed men of Eau Claire shop. And Royal Credit Union, where they're different in a good way. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. For Dan Petschow and Ann Monroe, this is Rick Olson. Final score once again, it was the Cavaliers 5 and the Hudson River Rats 3. You've been tuned to Talkin' Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been watching Talkin' Baseball, a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a production of NLWN-TV.